What's going on, guys? So today we're looking at this awesome little box full of Canadian goodies. I did a trade with someone in Canada. I love you guys and gals up to the north, my neighbors to the north. I talk to people all around the world, but it seems like there's a huge population of Canadians that love knives and gear. And you guys are awesome. Very cool. So yeah, this has a couple things that I traded, and there was a couple bonus things in here that kind of blew me away, to be honest. There's one particular thing I thought was really, really cool. So first off, you can see as we open this, all right, Lumberjack Creations. Keep your beard game strong. Definitely have to. And I threw in a little bonus thing in my side of the trade, which was a, well, hopefully the person I like a good surprise, but I don't know when I'm going to post this video. Usually I'll film videos and post them within the same week, if not the same day. But I'll go ahead and say it. I sent him one of those switchblade style combs because clearly this man has a beard that needs to be taken care of, and that is a cool way to do it. So anyway, so as we can see here, we got a lot of old knives. This is what the trade was really for. That knife and this knife, and that was a bonus, and that was a bonus, and that was a bonus. But I'm not going to talk about any of them right now because these three in particular are for, well, I'll show you a little belly. It's cool. Those three are for a different video I'm going to do on antique knives. So this is pretty cool. Little Balisong style knife. Looks like a little key. All right. But we have some advertisement on here. So it says Ernest Koloff, LA 5-4396, Burdett, Kansas. All right, I can't really make out the top word here. Yellow something? Yellow seeds, or something seeds, not yellow. Something or other seeds. It says corn, milo, and sorghum. All right, so some kind of a farmer out in Kansas from who knows when. Super, super cool though. Actually, let's look at the tang. There's a stamp on there. And what does that say? Something USA. It's hard to say. I gotta get even closer. It says abrasives, ambassador, something. It's hard to see through the viewfinder here. AMBASSADOR, ambassador, something along those lines. But it's kind of cool. It's just cool. It's a Balisong style knife. I don't know if you can actually flip it. You'd have to loosen up a little bit, but I like it just how it is. And it snaps together on the bottom. Super cool. And then this one's really interesting too. This is a two-bladed knife, but there's a little bail on either side. I don't think I've seen that before. This has someone's initials on it, VB. Very cool. And, well, I'll show the pipe tool when I show these knives. So, anyway, moving on. I have a sterling silver ring, which I believe is a pentacle, which is a pentagram in a circle, which I believe is a pagan thing. I don't know much about it. That's all I know. You know, depending on how you're wearing it, I suppose if you wear it upside down, it means something completely different, doesn't it? So it depends on how you're looking at it. I liked it because it was thrown into the trade and it's sterling silver. That's pretty much it. It does happen to fit my chubby pinky, but you know, I probably won't wear it. I want to kind of get a pinky ring, a little signet ring or something, but this just doesn't match my style for, you know, something to wear. But it is cool nonetheless. Then we have two rounds here. And these are both the same one. One looks like it is in brass, and the other one may be stainless steel. There's a cool commemorative for the mining in Canada. So it says, minted by the Ontario government to commemorate the role of mining in the development of Canada. All right. It says, containing gold, nickel, zinc, platinum, silver, copper, and iron, minted in Ontario. I'm not sure if these both rounds have all that stuff in it or not, or that's just different things that they actually mine. 1867, Confederation to 1967, Ontario. Super, super cool. And this is the same one, like I said, in a brass color. I love it though. Super cool. These are gonna go, I actually have like a bunch of challenge coins and stuff, and that's where I'm gonna put this in that little collection. So I have to learn a little bit more about these. Then we have a little Victorinox Classic SD in a little leather case, which is cool, or pleather. I like this. This has three like skeleton keys on it. I'm not sure what this represents. Maybe you guys can comment down in the comment section what this stood for. I really like the design, but I don't know what it represents. If it's a company or a message or something, I have no idea. But I like it. And I love the little case here as well. Then we got this. I'm going to save this for last. This is the coolest thing. I don't even know why. It's not even for me. It's for women, but I love it. Then we have a Zippo. This is actually a Canadian Zippo, all right, from Ontario, Niagara Falls, which is super cool. The Niagara Falls location closed down. You can, I believe I have a whole video on the subject. I actually have a commemorative one that I think is silver plated, but maybe that'll be for a separate video. I'll have to look back and see, or you guys can let me know if I ever talked about it. Now, as most people know, Zippos are made in Bradford, Pennsylvania, most of them. However, there was a manufacturing plant in Ontario in Niagara Falls, and they made them for a while, but then I want to say it was 2001 or so when they closed down permanently. All right, so all Zippos are still made in Bradford, Pennsylvania now. This one's super cool. All right, this says Fenador, something like that, 1970, Plastics Limited. Very, very cool. From Edmonton, Alberta. Says fruit, produce gaskets, containers, custom injection molding. Super, super cool. I love it. Definitely going into the Zippo collection. Then we have two other lighters here. All right, this one from Dalton, says made in Canada. All right, so traditional lighter. Top lifts up here. We have a wick, and then we have our little striking wheels on the side. All right, not filled with fluid right now, but I will fill this because I'd love to see it in working order. And there's a little spot here you can engrave your initials in. And then there's this guy, which is super cool too. It looks very militant, doesn't it? Like an old trench light or something. This also says made in Canada. And this is from Beacon, I believe. It says dub light, patent pending. So I want to research both these, well, actually all three lighters I'll research because I want to look and see if I can find something similar to that one online. But this one's really cool too. Just flip up top. And this is made out of like aluminum. It's super lightweight. Flip up top, traditional wheel, but there's two wicks in there. Super cool. Love it. So, and there's also two compartments on the bottom. I'm not sure. One's obviously for the fuel. I didn't open this yet. So let's see. We'll see together. Spare, looks like a spare flint stuck in there. Very cool. That's where you put your fuel in. And looks like you would use a small Allen key or something that would have the spring. It would have the flint underneath that wheel. Make sure I'm not cross-threading here. All right, there we go. Sometimes it's hard to do stuff behind the camera here. And this other one looks to be the same thing. So there's actually two tanks and two wicks. How about that? That's an interesting design. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But I like how there's two spare flints as well. So you're all set. All you need is some fluid. It'd be cool if one was like on reserve. So when one was empty, you can use the other, but it seems like they're both used at the same time. But anyway, I'm going to end the video with this thing, which again is for women, but I thought it was pretty amazing. So we have a little brass box. It says the Laurel Ladies Boudoir, Boudier, something like that. Ladies Booty. Safety razor. Safety razor. How could there be a razor in here, right? Little tiny box. When I opened this, I had the biggest smile on my face. I don't know why I thought it was so damn cool. So there's a little latch door there. All right. So there's actually the little felt piece that's on the bottom. And there's two razors. All right, this little piece here is supposed to keep that down. I guess the old spring is just weak or broken. And there's your razor. It's a safety razor. It's just teeny tiny. So there's your handle. Check this out. There's a wider end and a smaller end. So you screw this on. Obviously you'd put the razor blade in between the plastic bottom here, which is like a faux tortoise shell, and then the brass top. So you'd have your double-edged razor. But it doesn't end there. Let's back this off and turn it around. This is your extension on your handle. How awesome is that? I think this is the coolest thing in the world. So this is something I'm assuming that a woman would keep, deep down in her purse. Women are very secretive about staying beautiful. And who knows, maybe you're on a date and you feel a little peach fuzz on your mustache or something, or you want to freshen up those armpits, or who knows where. Maybe that's why they got the extension. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you just touch up your stuff and you're ready for that night out. So I think this is the coolest thing in the world. Well, maybe that's a fetch. Maybe it's not the coolest in the world, but it's up there. I was just as excited for this than I was this very awesome vintage Canadian Zippo. And that is very awesome, as is all the knives. I mean, all of it's awesome. So he hooked it up. I thought it was really cool. I really do appreciate it. Just really, really interesting. Interesting piece here. If you guys have ever seen anything like this, let me know. You can see this is 2 pieces. Again, you put the double-edged razor blade in between them. Okay. And those would, you know, house the razor. So actually, yeah, put that back in there just like that. And then the handle screws into itself. Just like that. Super cool. So I'm going to look this up as well. I think this is neat. And it does come with 2 razors. They're still brand new, so it is totally functional. Although I probably won't use it. It's just such a fun collectible. You know, part of me wants to actually use it, you know, or give it to Christina to carry and use if she wants. But it's just such a cool collectible. I have actually a couple, not many, but I have like an old Gillette safety razor. So I have a collection, I suppose, of vintage safety razors. No time to dive into that because I'm sure that's a whole different, you know, community of people collecting them. But that is just super cool. I've never seen anything like that. I thought it was awesome. So that is pretty much it. So like I said, I know I teased you a little bit with these very cool old knives, but you guys will see more on these. These are antique fruit knives, and they're super cool, and I want to make a separate video talking about them, as well as some other antique knives with some real gold and silver in it. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.